sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. It's Eagles talk high, let's talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat shelling, Dante the dark job. Drop the stats on him, drop the facts on him. Spur game, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to Postgame Eagles Talk. Postgame show, our Philadelphia Eagles have been victorious over the Washington football team. Are we in there? I don't know. We got some things that need to happen, right? And we will be guaranteed we can clinch today, right? But we've taken the first leg of clinching our first playoff berth in a couple years here, and it was a very exciting game. And we had that slow start again. But it doesn't matter when we end up with the W. I know we would like to see a game with less drama, and it's not good for our hearts and things like that. But we are always excited and enthusiastic when we win a game such as we did today. And it was incredible. Defense came back again, bounced back in the second half. They seem to be a second half team. They gave up some points in the first couple of drives. I mean, they allowed Heineke to look like Joe Montana in the first half. Yeah, but in the second half, though, a funny thing happened on the way to the end of the game. They really shut the Washington football team down. And I am so ecstatic. I know you guys are happy. The whole gang's here. What's going on, guys? How you guys feel about this win?
Hey, I'm excited, man. Like I said,
look at the show. Look at the show. She's like, what? You stop doing the chores.
I don't even have the energy shots.
Yes.
Oh man.
I can't. They done stressed me all the hell out. I can't.
What's that meme? I can't.
Hey, look, when I first saw this show before we came on, I thought something was wrong with her frame, and then I realized, I think she's really stressed out. I really think she's having a heart attack.
I was falling out.
Oh man.
Hey, look, let's go to the comments directly. We're not going to hesitate before we get to the shots, but we on now. Let's go Birds. Stephanie JT said we won. Drexel was in the house. He said, big win, go Birds. My neighbor TJ. He's yelling at TJ because that's my other neighbor who is a Washington football team fan, and he's not happy right now. And he's not going to be on this show, Q, so you might as well not keep asking for him. He's probably not going to see him until after the holidays. All right, anyway. Raymond, I'll be back. Need to take my heart meds. Jesus, right. For real, that's what kind of game it was. It was that type of game. Oh, man. Ted Wiggins says, good win. We cannot go into the playoffs playing like this. We can't. But look, we're talking about
practice, though. Don't get it twisted. This is good practice.
I mean,
yeah,
it is good practice, but
Playoff
at the same
hunt.
time, you cannot start off slow. Like, come on now.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop it, man. We gotta get some more formidable team, and we're not making that comeback. Right?
Nah. 10 points,
Yeah,
okay.
Ken
10 points,
doesn't
okay.
realize that. I don't know what is up, why he's so stuck on this soft ass zone, but I'm sure you could elaborate. But
I can't elaborate. I can't.
Right?
Look at both of my defensive guys can't elaborate.
Yeah.
Both of my defensive.
He's playing a soft cover too. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. Like,
Well, what did he do in the second half that was different?
You got more aggressive. You saw different blitzes. You saw double A gap blitzes. You start seeing them instead of bringing 4-man rush and sitting back in the zone and let Toddy Hinkey, whatever his name is, pick us apart. You start coming with the blitz. You start bringing 5 and 6 man pressures. And when you play a much inferior team, you have to do that. You have to do that. Make it hot in the kitchen, like Shell would say. Make it hot in the kitchen, and therefore all the mistakes start to happen. And that's the thing with Heineke. Like, he makes these mistakes when you start seeing ghosts. If you don't start seeing ghosts, he sits back there and turns John Elway on you.
All right, without further ado, let's get to the shots, man. I'm not doing any. Of course, I'm just coming back from the COVID, but you guys, please help yourselves, and let's celebrate our Philadelphia Eagles and their big win over the Washington football team. We just need one more win to clinch a playoff berth, or we may clinch today if some things take place. So anyway, you're watching Eagles Talk. the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook by us fans for us fans. And we like to talk about our favorite football team in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage. I mean, we try to do it in a relaxed manner, but they make it like we almost have a heart attack. But we're going to enjoy ourselves anyway. So, raise your drinks to our Philadelphia Eagles. I'm doing nothing. Michelle is doing what? What are you doing, Michelle? She's doing bourbon, the bullet bourbon. Pat, what are you doing?
You know I'm doing the JMO.
The JMO. And Shell is doing the orange liqueur.
Crown Royale.
Orange liqueur.
Crown Royale.
You said orange liqueur wrong.
No, I said Crown Royale.
He's doing the Crown Royale. What's going on over there? All right, here we go. So everybody, let me know what you're drinking out there, and let's celebrate this win, our Philadelphia Eagles over the Washington football team. Everyone, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is appropriate.
To victory. E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
Yes, it was a nail biter, but it was it's always a good thing when we come out on this side of it and not on the other side. So I could probably complain, but let's do that on Thursday. Right now, I'm just ecstatic to be able to celebrate a win, man, because like we always talked about at the beginning of the season, it was probably not a realistic expectation for us to look to get in the playoffs. We were just happy to see a team that can compete this year, and we find ourselves knocking on the doorstep of being in the playoffs. So that's like it's like bonus. It's like a big bonus for this team this year. And like I talked about before, if this team can make the playoffs in this coach's first year, and don't let us win a game in the playoffs, geez, I mean that's just going to be so great for this team moving forward. Next year, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy that we won this game, and if some things take place, I can't remember exactly. I know the Saints probably need to lose, and who else needs to lose?
Well, the Vikings.
The Vikings need to lose too.
The Vikings don't have their starting quarterback today.
We
so
need
that's
San Francisco to lose too.
No, not really. We need two teams ready to lose. I don't know all the scenarios. Listen.
Somebody just had it in the chat.
All I say is just win the games in front of you. And everything else work itself out. Just win the games in front of you, and everything else work itself out. Because you're worrying about scenarios right now. You control what you can control. And
right.
Winning, being 1-0 each week is what you can control.
All right, let me go to some comments. Sulema says
tonight we may clinch a playoff spot.
Yeah, no doubt. Sulema says, glad you're better, Dante. My son has COVID now and was very sick, but starting to feel better now. I pray for him. I hope that he does feel better. I don't want to make light of COVID. It's just serious, but I'm a veteran at this. I kick COVID's ass, and and I'm better now, and I'm just thankful that I didn't have any, major symptoms or anything like that. And if it wasn't for the COVID climate, I tell you, I would have never gotten tested. If it wasn't for this Omicron out here now, I would have never got. Yeah, I would have never got tested because it just felt like a cold. I had a runny nose, sore throat, and a cough, and that's a cold in the olden days. I mean, but in this climate, it's COVID. So I'm glad that I am better. I am, and I pray for your son, Sulema, and everybody. Please be diligent in protecting yourselves out there because this is no joke out here. My neighbor Sean is out there.
I was going to give you the scenarios. They just popped up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Give us scenarios.
Well, we won today, so we need a Minnesota loss or tie, or Saints loss or tie, or Minnesota loss, San Fran win or tie, or Atlanta loss in. Well, that's all this episode. We just need Minnesota and the Saints to lose. That's really all we need. All these other scenarios moves us up the pecking order in the playoffs. But right now, to get there today, to clinch, we just need Minnesota and the Saints to lose, and we clinch a playoff spot.
Wow, that's incredible. Yep. That's incredible. And then if Arizona, if those things do not happen, and Arizona wins, that all we need to do is beat the Cowboys next week. And if Arizona beats the Cowboys, they don't have really a reason to play next week because they will not be able to.
They'd be
win
locked
the
in number
first
two.
They'll be
round.
locked.
Yeah.
They'll be locked in.
They'll
Spot.
be locked into number
They
2.
probably sit their starters.
They
And we
need to
got
sit
to
the
remember
starters.
one thing. We have a lot of rookies. When I talk about at least we're in playoff like atmosphere so they get the experience, I'm not saying they can sustain how they're playing in the playoffs. What I'm saying is a lot of these kids have never even played in the NFL, let alone played first year in a playoff type of environment where you're vying for the playoffs. That experience they're going to take with them next year, whether we like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
We need that for these kids. They need to understand this week after week what the stakes are for every play. We really need that for this young squad and these coaches.
Yeah, and these coaches.
Yeah.
And so why don't this guy? Matthew says Happy Gannon stopped playing soft and brought the blitz. Our defense saved us again. Our defense is not bad if he does the right thing from the gate. This defense could probably be dominant. Because we've seen 3 weeks in a row where we've seen a dominant defense in the second half of each of those games. Why can't that be a dominant defense in the full game? Why can't we come out and apply that pressure and that aggressiveness throughout the whole game? Why does he wait until the second half before he does that?
Let me interject. We talked briefly about defensive stuff, and me and you have been going back and forth about putting tools in the toolbox and learning the defense and stuff of that nature. He has the athletes. He does have the athletes. Me and Patrick was conversing about that. He has the athletes to compete on this level, but it's like he doesn't really want to put pressure into the third and fourth quarter. Like he didn't do any twists. Like if you watch that game, everything was like basically A gap, B gap for the defensive line. There was no twist. There was no stunts.
It was basic.
It was base. It was base.
Basic.
The base the whole time.
Uggs and flannel.
Yeah.
Uggs and flannel.
You didn't start seeing his ability as a defensive coordinator to the third and fourth quarters when you start seeing the stuff that we're used to seeing when they start bringing pressure, moving Fletcher Cox to the defensive end and bringing your A gap blitzers. Like you didn't see that in the first half. First half was it was just like last week when Sirianni was just trying to do these new plays in the first half to see what he can get away with. Now, this was like the first half, Gannon was just trying to base these to see what he can get away with. No, we need to be on go for the minute that coin toss hits the ground. We need to be on go.
Yeah, like I said, we didn't see
he's the reason somebody posted we're top 5. Yeah, we know we're a top defense, but we would be number 1 if we actually switched up the strategy, if Gannon had a little bit more maturity as the coach.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's
We
crazy
would
to
be
think
number
about it.
1 because we're 5 and we're mad at how our defense is playing.
Are we number 5? Are we a number 5 defense?
We're in the top 10.
You're in the top 10.
Now. We
Are
are
we in the top 10? I'm just saying that because I got a bet. I had a bet that our defense will be a top 10 defense. And Dwight, I don't see you on there today. Dwight, where you at?
Go get your money, and if you can't get it, I'll go get it for you.
All right, top. How are we in the top 5?
I'll bring it up. My intern went out, so I'll make sure I bring it up for us.
You're
All right.
5.
The slow stuff needs to stop. Yeah, I said that in the pregame. We need to get off to a faster start, and that goes for the offense too, because we didn't put up many points in the first half either. Our defense is not the only aspect of our game that kind of gets off to the slow start. But we need them to get off to a faster start, especially when we face better quality teams and better quality quarterbacks come playoff time. We're not going to have the luxury of being able to come back like this.
If we play the Cowboys next week, would you want to see a situation where we're playing their starters?
Truthfully, I hope we lock up the playoff spot tonight, right?
Okay.
So we're not even thinking about what we're going to be doing next week. Rest our guys, get them prepared for the playoff.
I wouldn't want to rest the guys. I'm not going into the playoffs.
I want the double-digit wins, man.
Yeah, I'm not resting.
Man, listen.
I want to stick it to the pundits that said we were going to be, 5 and something, 4 and something.
Yeah.
I want to stick it to them and show them, look, 5 and something, we're 10 and 7. We won double digits when you guys thought we weren't going to be anything, and we're in the playoffs.
So we are number 5. Ain't that a mother?
Yeah, see that?
Ain't that a motherfucker? We're number.
All right, here's some here. Chuck says, Miss Nichelle, I was all over Hurts, but now that our line is blocking and that run game we got is taking a lot of pressure off of Hurts. Let me be the first to say you were 100% correct about when we block for him, he is good. All right,
He
there
had
you
some
go.
good moments today. He had some really good moments.
that pitch, that
him
pitch,
in the Boston, right. Talk
his-
about it, Shell. That
pitch was
Yeah, oh yeah. That
First
was
of
crazy.
all,
That's athletic.
let's break it down. He got stepped on, right? He had the athletic ability to turn his hips and correctly pitch it to the running back who was 5 to 6 yards in the backfield. The running back had the wherewithal to make a cut off the block and then dive in the air because the safety was coming over the top.
Wherewithal.
Yeah,
Wherewithal.
yeah, the
You like my
wherewithal.
vocabulary?
Bam.
Wherewithal.
So
Wow,
yes,
that was-
that was a very
That's
athletic play.
highlight. That's
That
top
that
five
that was
highlight.
that's ESPN top 5 play right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
Come on, man.
Man, I'm about to have you with your mask on. Listen, it was a very athletic play. It was an instinctual play. Because you make that play, you don't make that play, you don't score, and now we in a whole different can of worms we don't want to talk about right now. But yes, Jalen Hurts today look
Great play.
very well. Like that, taking that one game off, I think help him out to be more of a quarterback than to be the athlete at quarterback type. Because you was hitting these guys, hitting Dallas Goedert over the middle, stepping out of pressure. And
on the run,
on
the
the
move
run,
too. Yeah,
you
that
know.
was impressive.
Wait and say, go over here. I got you.
Listen, that last pass you threw to Rager, that was pass interference. Come on, man.
Yeah,
That was more of a pass interference
Goddard
than
had
that
pass
Maddox.
interference, too.
That was more of a pass interference than that Maddox that they called pass interference on Maddox. But they didn't call that because they wanted Washington to get opportunity because they need those ratings. Boom.
They got away with it on Smith.
Allegedly,
They got away
supposedly,
with it
we don't
on
want to get
Goddard,
sued.
too.
There go Ellis.
Oh, there go Ellis. Welcome back, Dark Knight. I can't hate. Good game. Hurts looks good today, but go Cowboys. He's a Washington football fan, but I appreciate that.
He that mad that you would say go Cowboys. We wouldn't even cheer for the Cowboys. to beat y'all
Cowgirls.
unless you really
No.
is.
Tony Burren, our resident from Down Under, stayed up early this morning, got up early this morning to watch this win. 9 wins in the bank. Hands up if you thought we'd have a winning season. Yes. Who thought that? A lot of us homers did, you know. I mean, yeah, a lot. We always do that. All right. Dion says, stick to pundits versus rest. Stop it, Dante. We didn't expect to be here. We are close to clinching. We act accordingly and rest. Fuck Colin Coward. No,
Somebody made a good
no.
point that we need to play their starters so we know what it's going to be like to play them in the playoffs.
Yeah, Sean Bell says that.
I agree, Sean.
Yo,
agree.
I love this. I love this comment with my James Duke Fripp. You see it, Dante?
Where?
Yes.
Wherewithal that half semester of college paid off, Shell. College, Shell has a whole college degree. What'd you tell me,
I
Shell?
have two
I was
of
at the graduation. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking another shot to that.
Oh man, he coming at my neck.
All right, let's talk about the game Hurts had. Jason says, I'm tired of people saying Hurts can't make NFL throws. He does it all the time. He
can make
needs
throws
to be
other
more
NFL
consistent
players
and stop
can't.
throwing off his back leg. He made some good throws on the run today.
Mechanics.
That's all he needs to work on.
Mechanics coach. Google Steve Clarkson.
Well, they have
He
all
should
the
go work out with
quarterback
him.
gurus. They have information to all the quarterback gurus. Yes, he does need to work on his mechanics much. He need to be more mechanically sound. Yes, he does need that. But the plays he made today, especially when he was getting pressured and stepping up and moving around in that pocket and making things happen, not only just with his legs and making some positive yards, but actually moving in the pocket to throw people open. I mean, just having that guy to have that ability. Like, we always had a athletic quarterback here at Philadelphia. It goes all the way back to Randall Cunningham, I can remember. Even Rodney Peete was a little athletic.
Yeah, Rodney Peete was athletic. He was a bowling ball, man. Rodney Peete didn't run you over.
Yeah,
What's
yeah. He was
what's
a
your belt
fullback. He was a fullback and a quarterback.
Yeah.
What was that? Hold up. wherewithal is what you put on your ego.
he
Have the
was
Eagles take it out.
yeah,
Take you out of any
he was tra-
wherewithal is what you put on your ego after the Eagles take you out
Ellis,
of any playoff hopes you
Ellis.
were hanging
Yo,
on to, Ellis.
that is going to be the new word for us. Wherewithal.
Look,
Yo,
I
yo,
concur.
I
Broke
try to
the
I
I
try to
95
elaborate on
code.
vocabulary
Yeah.
words, and y'all clown me.
No, that's
Vic
that Ellis
Love.
brought them here. They're your people.
What's up, Dante? He's in H-Town. Vic used to live in
H-Town
Philadelphia. Now you're in H-Town? You've been out
coming
there for
down.
a few years now, huh?
Yeah.
I know he's a good friend. I used to play basketball with him in Philadelphia. Yeah, so Hurts has a good game, and I'm very, very optimistic about his the potential for him to grow into what we need him to grow into. We keep saying everybody expects him to be a further along in his progress than he is. He's a second year quarterback, and he's doing just fine for me. I think he's on schedule, and like I just said, I'm very optimistic that he will get to where he needs to get to because he's a guy that puts in. He not only has the intangibles, he says the right things, he has the right attitude, but he has the work ethic, and that's what I think is going to push him over the top because he's going to go in the offseason and he's not going to rest. This guy is not the type of guy that rests. So I'm gonna look for even more improvement from year 2 to year 3. But we're in year 2, and year 2 is not over. So I'm excited about what I think he can do going forward with these few games left. We get one more game, and if we clinch, we get a playoff game. So I'm happy with Hurts. I told you last week, all my chips are in the middle. I'm all in on Hurts, and I saw a very encouraging game today, and it's a W. So what can you say?
Well, look. Why don't you all look up Brady's stats at the same time in his career
I,
and compare them to Hurts right now? Get at me. Then.
Nichelle, I went deeper than that. My first time back on the show, I said one name, Peyton Manning.
Right.
We already
He
talked
led
about that.
he led the NFL in interceptions his rookie and sophomore year. This guy right here is very productive. I still consider this his rookie year. He's very productive. He like I said, he's a subs for the Pro Bowl. Like, come on, man, he's putting up great numbers.
Steve Hayes
Gotta work
says
twice
Jalen's
as hard, Jalen.
throwing is getting much better because he's staying in the pocket. Now watch Michelle put her hand in the air like I'm preaching to the choir.
Well, Tom Brady's second year as a full-time starter, he put some gaudy numbers: 28 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 3,700 passing yards.
14 interceptions. He was 50-50.
Yeah, but his first year, yes, his first year as a full starter, he wasn't that efficient. So I do agree with you, Shell and Nichelle. I mean, listen, we said this before. Like his stats, his first couple game stats is comparable to Don McNabb, is comparable to some of these great quarterbacks, and we're riding them harder than we normally would do a quarterback that we drafted in the first round. Shoot, we didn't give this much leeway. We gave too much leeway to Carson Wentz. We gave Carson Wentz all the justification in the world. And I'll be honest, I was one of the persons to say, I gave Carson Wentz all the justification in the world.
My girl
Oh, but
Jalen
no,
Hurts
we can't compare their first 2 years. I mean, the Carson from year 1 to year 2, his year 2 was just crazy. I mean, we won the
He had
Super
a
Bowl.
full year one now.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah. So, I mean, but after that, he wasn't what he was. But it's more comparable to compare him to some like McNabb and some of those. But I think the biggest reason they judge Jalen is only because of his draft position. That's it. If this guy was a number 1 draft pick, I don't think people would be killing him like that. I think they would be giving him more leeway. Yeah. Just because he's a first round pick. They would not be throwing in the towel or attempting to throw in the towel on this guy in his second year. Come on. Are you kidding me?
Mostly our media market that does this and our fans. Most of the national, analysts think he is a top level NFL QB, except everybody around here, which is mind blowing to me.
You know what? We're looking for the next what if person, the next it person. I'm sorry, not what if, the next it person, and we're quick to jump on to, oh, he can't make this stuff. And I told you at the beginning of the season, his arm strength, right, was time. He's right behind Justin Herbert, like a mile per hour behind him or something like that, as far as arm strength. But everybody talking about he doesn't have that arm strength. He doesn't have last week you saw the bullet passes he was throwing in Devontae Smith. The week before he did the same thing. Like he has the ability to let it go, and it goes back into a thing we said the first week. His confidence in his release point. He has to be confident in throwing his ball that no matter where he puts it, his guy's gonna get it. And sometimes that happens when you don't have the receivers too.
Yeah, we just gotta
All
let,
right.
let this guy develop, man. Like, you know what I mean, just dance with the girl you took to the date. You know what I mean? Like, let this guy, let him develop instead of trying to get him out of here and he'll go somewhere else and excel. He's going to be all right.
That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. You're talking about an individual, and I know y'all hate me bringing up the collegiate game, but after games at Alabama, after games at Oklahoma, he would go to the weight room and work out, and then go to film study. He didn't go party. He didn't go see no girls. He went to work out and then went to film study after the game. His work ethic is crazy.
All right, let's get back to the defense because they played a big part in this win today.
Yeah, they did.
Hurts did his part, but without the defense, we don't win this game. I mean, they how many games? I thought I saw a statistic during the game that that was 4 games in a row we held the opponent to under 20 points and 300 yards total offense. I don't know if the 300 yards total offense rang true today, but our defense had a good game. And Lefton says, nice game for Josh Sweat. He did his thing today, putting pressure on the quarterback and batting some balls. He did he had a heck of a job. I mean, heck of a day today.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
Definitely did.
Just coming off that edge and being aware of putting your hands up is that's actually crucial when you have a quarterback that's only 6 foot. Like, I mean, in our terms, 6 foot is tall, but on a football field, you know, when you have a defense end that's 6'5", just putting your hand up can be very difficult, make his life very difficult. And Josh Sweat definitely gets the defensive game ball today.
That's right.
All right, this is some investing advice by Sean Bell. He would trade Rager for 13.5 Dogecoin. And I just want to, I just want to clear that up and say that is not a good investment right there. Do not do that. Do not do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Y'all talk about me.
Hot mess. Y'all ain't got no
Lloyd says, I think the Eagles should talk to Seattle for their wide receiver. Metcalf, give them a
I don't even
first
talk about
round
that.
pick for him.
Let's leave that alone.
They're
Please.
not doing that. They're not doing that.
Please
But
let
I'm
me leave that
definitely on board with a veteran wide receiver doing this offseason. And I think
Adams.
that we should be
I
all
would take
in on
Devontae
Devontae.
Adams.
Yeah, I definitely
Devontae and
would.
Devontae, what?
No, you know who we need to get? He put up 375 yards.
Oh my
on
goodness.
15 catches last night. The gentleman from Ohio State, the receiver, number 11. We need to get that guy. Man.
Look at you with all the.
All right, so the thing about, since we're gonna go college, since we're gonna go this way, the college game is much different from the NFL game. And besides Terry McLaurin for Washington football team, name a successful a college specialty player for Ohio State, wide receiver or quarterback.
Terry,
Yeah,
what?
it's easy when you're you're running
David
wide
Boston?
open.
David Boston.
David Boston? Terry
David Boston
Glenn?
that took all the steroids.
Oh my God! See, I can't with you, man.
How
I can't.
long ago
You
was
asked
that?
me a question, I answer it, and you want to
How
throw
long
dirt
ago
on
was
their
that,
name.
though?
What you mean?
Uncle
Anyway.
Dwight, where did Uncle Dwight show up at? Is he here? Is he ready? Wow, what was a bottle, huh? I think I could, if I win, I get a bottle of Macallan 12 or something like that. That's what I
Really?
think. Ooh, wow. Dwight, I don't think we can fall out of the top 10 in defenses, so you might as well just go in and buy the bottle now, Dwight. That's what I'm saying. I don't think one game, unless we give up like 1,000 yards next week, I don't think our defense can fall out of the top 10. Lefty, I said, if we can get our hands on a big possession receiver, that's going to help Hurts a lot. Like Mike, I like Mike Williams. I do. Is he a free agent
Go
after
to
the season?
Antonio Brown.
Mike Williams?
Nah,
he's not gonna keep him.
Yeah.
Stop.
I wish he was. Other big body receivers, Allen Robinson. Some people are not real high on him. I don't know. I want a big body receiver too, a veteran wide receiver to bring in with Devontae. I definitely take Devontae Adams. Chuck says, "What about Kirk from Arizona? Who that?
Christian
Oh,
Kirk.
the wide receiver.
No, we need a big receiver. He's a small
receiver.
speed slot guy. I understand that we do need a slot receiver, but we need somebody on the outside, like a la Alshon Jeffrey when we picked him up. Somebody that can actually go and get the football when we need them to go get the football. We need somebody like listen. I like Allen Robinson. I love Devontae Adams. These are the bigger body type receivers that we need to complement our smaller receivers that we have.
We don't need Antonio Brown though. If you
Oh,
saw him today, no, nobody.
What the problems?
He's
I
done.
know. BA
Was he
probably
just released?
cussed it out.
He was
Yes.
just
Bruce
released.
Arians is
they
known
just
for a
released him?
good cuss out on his
Yeah.
players. Let me tell you.
They just released him. I think.
I'm about to say he probably got released
did, he
before the game was over.
He don't play.
Yeah,
don't
no,
He'll
we
cuss
know we
Brady
want
out.
no
He does
part.
not play. He was like that when he was at Temple. Don't get it twisted. He doesn't care who you are.
Yep,
No,
they
he
said Antonio
doesn't.
Brown. Bruce Arians says wide receiver is no longer a buck after sideline outbursts.
Wow.
Put
Somebody
down your
said Mike
phone.
Tomlin tolerating Antonio Brown for 9 seasons is one of the greatest coaching achievements in NFL history.
I agree. I definitely agree. I
Yeah.
said that too. I said that back when it was discovered that he was an asshole. I said that, yo, how great of a job did he do to hide that? We had no idea that
Yeah.
this guy was such
Yeah.
an asshole until it was
He
exposed.
did.
So
Like, how did he keep? Like, did he keep him on meds? Did he have a sideline therapist? Did he make him do like yoga and meditation?
They probably
He's
didn't let
clinical.
the media. They,
I
they
think-
probably didn't let. Well, a lot of these teams don't let the media at their like a good example is that Belichick, Ravens. They don't let the media in their practices. One
He's
thing
clinical.
because they're tackling. They shouldn't be tackling. Is against the league. Is against the rules. But
No, you gotta. So I gotta stop you right there. So they do have an actual official at practices. When you schedule a practice, you gotta have an NFL official there so you don't break the rules. And if you do break the rules, that's how Baltimore got caught.
yeah, they get fined every year.
So that's how Baltimore got caught because the official that was there took notes. He's not gonna tell you to stop. No, you go ahead and do what you do. He's gonna take notes and report back to the league office. So there is an official at every single practice. But yes, the media does not have to be at your practice. You can keep the media out
Yeah,
of
out of
practice.
practices.
They're only obligated 10 minutes of your practice time and afterwards. So
man, I like our defense. I'm still kind of glowing over that. I mean, like not the first half defense. I don't like that defense. I don't like that defense. I like our second half defense.
All right,
Our second half
half.
defense is the bang. Oh man, they were getting at it today, and they've been getting at it the last 3 games off the top of my head. And I just want to see that for a full game, and we're going to need to see that if we want to make any type of noise in the playoffs. And I know the expectations are not very high for us, but once you make the playoffs, anything can happen. Anything can happen. That's when any given Sunday definitely comes into play. So if we could possibly put 2 halves, a full game of that type of defense that we see in the second half in the playoffs, anything can happen, man.
Playoffs.
Yes, playoffs. How about that? Playoffs.
yo,
All
shout to even the thought of us having a winning season.
Oh,
we
my
having
goodness.
a winning season. I'm not even talking about playoffs. I'm talking about this team. A lot of punters, like you said, a lot of commentators out there didn't think we're gonna have a winning season. You actually go back, you look at the frozen takes. They had us last in the NFC East. And where
It's
we
been
at?
a long, long season where I have had to battle all the people that have doubted our head coach. I've been his one supporter throughout
my
the year
goodness.
where I've been, and then you guys did not see the vision. You did not see the vision. Me and Coach Sirianni have been locked. Our souls have been locked together. I understand
Having the
where he was trying to
having the wherewithal to believe in the team.
Yeah, I had the wherewithal to believe in our coach, this rookie coach coming in and his dynamic vision of flowers and fertilizing this team, and it has worked. And I'm seeing blooms come up all over the place. I love this guy. Sirianni is the truth.
Dante.
Puff fast, Dante. Puff fast.
Yeah,
Dante.
yeah. Whatever you smoking,
That's
I
a
don't want
bunch
none of that.
bull.
The lies you tell.
You try to convince her. You in court right now trying to convince everybody.
Really, Sullivan says, "Really, Dante?"
Say, cut that man's
Floyd
mic off.
says, "Dark, why are you lying?"
Everyone in the room is dumber for have
Thank you,
listened to that.
everybody. Thank
And may
you. Don't
Jesus
let him
have
get away with that.
may Jesus have
I am
mercy on your
saying
soul.
I have my soul, my support has been behind this guy. Oh my goodness! And then you guys have doubted him, but here we
have the
are.
receipts. We have the receipts.
You know what? To our Philadelphia Eagles to be.
Dion says, "Wait, run back the tape on Dante. Always believing in the rookie coach."
Don't worry, we have receipts for you.
Who got receipts?
We have receipts for you.
Might put
No,
together a
I
whole
definitely was
podcast.
one that thought he should be one and done about 5-6 games ago.
Yeah,
I
did.
thought he should be one
Yeah, he did.
and done.
Yeah, he did.
But here we are, he's gotten through, and that's the big thing that we made light of it. We made fun of him. The media has made fun of him and some of the things that he said. But this team has always believed in him, and you can see it now the way they perform today. 7-2 in their last 9 games. Incredible. They were 2-5. Though Toby wants to cut me off. They were 2-5 their first 7 games. Their last 9 games, they are 7-2. Incredible job by Nick Sirianni and this young coaching staff. And kudos out to all the players, and especially the veteran players that bought in, because the young guys probably feed off of what they see the older guys. I mean, they're young to the league, they're new to the league, and it really meant a lot to see that the veterans were buying in, and it probably helped them to buy in also. So kudos to the coaching staff and this team on another tremendous win today. Another tremendous win, and if we win next week, or if a couple things happen today, we are in the playoffs. We control our own destiny at this point. Chuck says,
I'm gonna do the shot.
Dante, you just made me take a shot for that one. Let's do a shot. Matter of fact, since I don't have to do a shot. Let's do a shot. Let's do a shot.
My Tampa Bay's like, you see Antonio
Yes.
Brown, the group text. I'm like, yep, we know he lost his mind.
All right, so everybody, to our victorious Philadelphia Eagles over the Washington football team. Pat is doing, doing Jameson. Shell is not doing anything.
I'm doing the Crown
Michelle
Royale.
is doing Bullet Bourbon.
Boulet.
He's doing the Crown. That's
Crown
Apple
Royale.
Crown. That's Apple Crown.
Crown
Oh,
Royale.
so sweet.
Oh, I knew that was some darn. I knew it was Kool-Aid. He always trying to be perpetrating. He
I
always
can't
putting on the front. Yeah, I knew he was drinking some.
so much
That is
sugar.
Apple Crown. He got apple
Royale.
pancake syrup. All right, so Shell is doing the apple pancake syrup. You guys let me know what you're doing out
I got
there.
the real liquor.
Yeah, the Shell is doing a more manly shot than the up
here
Shell.
we-
We got
here
2
we go.
shells now. Both shells are here. All right, so here we go. Everybody down the hatch in honor of our Philadelphia Eagles. 3, 2, 1. Heavy says he's sipping on some E&J Spice. Ooh,
I got a
okay.
song for you. And when I'm feeling broke, he takes by my side.
Ellis, shut up, Ellis. Shut up. Ellis talking some
like
New Dark Knight CBT for sale. Shut up. All right, took a
Not that
shot of
Dark Knight.
took a shot of Henny with y'all. Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year's. That's right. Happy New Year to everybody.
It's a way to start the new year with the Eagles.
Want to
Yes.
know in the new year? How about
No
that?
doubt.
How about that?
Nothing
All right.
but the-
We're gonna be getting out here soon. Let me tell you something though. What'd I get? The virtual reality, the Oculus. Oh my goodness, you got to get one of these things.
Yeah, I've been on one of them. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, playing boxing this morning. Oh, it's a workout. It's a good
I
workout.
heard it was a workout. I think I might have to get one.
Yeah.
Don't punch the wall, Dante.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I saw the videos. I saw a guy punch his son, his little 3-year-old. I was
Yeah, I
like,
saw
oh
that.
my
I saw
God.
he laid his son out. I saw that.
They actually gave it to a real boxer. Like guy was training, and it looked flawless. Like his footwork and everything was tight with it. But they gave it to somebody else. He hit the crap out that kid. It's like,
Oh, it is such a workout. A lot of fun. All right, Yender drinking this white Remy. Okay, they got white Remy? I ain't know they
Yeah,
had white
my
Remy.
cousin loves White Remy.
Okay. Ciroc, VSP Brandy by Vic. Okay, all right, everybody getting it in. All right, so you guys enjoy. Oh, darn. It's back to work tomorrow. All right, so yeah, definitely enjoy.
I'll be in Vegas tomorrow. So
Oh, wow. All right, thanks. Good for you. Jason says second shot of Johnny Walker Blue. Johnny Walker Blue. Okay.
Fancy.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
What?
You fancy. All right. All right, we're going to get out of here, man. We're going to look at this game, and we're going to be back on Thursday to break it down and talk about some more of how the Eagles beat the Washington football team. And hopefully none of us, because I'm out of COVID protocol, and hopefully none of us go into COVID protocol between now and Thursday. So we'll see you guys Thursday, 7 o'clock, same bat channel, same bat time. I'm your man, Dante the Dark Knight. For both Shells and Pat, we'll see you guys Thursday. We're out. Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback whack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him,